Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So now we're gonna watch my last race. Let's see how that went. I hope you enjoy and don't forget to follow and subscribe, okay? So let's go. I started P4 here. P1 didn't start at all. So he was just like parked there, I don't know why. Don't know if he had any issues with his equipment or something. But the good news is we started P4, we were P2 towards the end of turn 1. And then we're in this good fight there. So an early break, trying to get like a better exit here. This was one of the cleanest turns like in the first lap there that I've been part of this week. It's been just insane how many cars crashed there. And let's go on board with me. I noticed he wasn't taking this turn here properly, and here I almost had a chance to overtake him still in the first lap, and had like a very early break there. I held the car, and yeah, we're fighting for that P1. Let's go back on board with my car. One of the things that I noticed towards like during the race is that I was hitting the apex of the turns and he wasn't. So I knew I'd get some better exit speed more often than not. So I just had to be patient. The car behind couldn't quite catch up to us. And you can't see here, but when I'm racing, I have the overlays. And I saw I was closer to the car in front of me than the car behind me was being able to get closer. This is a key point because it's a very long straightaway, so if I can exit here with more speed than him, I'll likely be able to overtake him towards the end of the main straightaway. And here I knew like it was not easy, it wouldn't be easy to overtake him, so I tried to force him into a worse line, but I wasn't sure like where he was gonna brake, so I decided to go on an early break, and I knew he'd miss the apex because he has been missing the apex since the beginning of the race, so I was able to catch up there. Let's see maybe a bit from behind, and here I was the one like missing the inner part. But you see, like, I just have so much more exit speed here in this turn, just as an example. So one of the key things for me during this race was to stay calm and focus. And I started P4, so even finishing P2 for me right now isn't a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. It's really like gaining 2 positions, one because of P1, and P3 was impacted by P1. Had to like overtake P1 right at the start, so he wasted some time there, and that's how we climbed from P4 to P2. This is a very tricky turn because if you don't do it well, you might spin there. Here as well, you might go wide if you're not very cautious here. And I found this line here to be very useful, so open a lot and try to clip it here, so I get right there as wide as possible before hitting the main straightaway. Let's go back on board. And now with more space, I could like go for my ideal racing line here, my ideal braking point. And the reason I don't trust other cars is because like we are lower level, so we're around, I'd say 1400 in this race of iRating. And now I did a very good turn here, way wider. Let's maybe see here. And this was pretty cool because I knew I had a better exit. And I did overtake him. But I had to leave space, so I left space. And then P3 tried to overtake both of us in a very nice move. He had the inner line here. It went 3 wide, which was wild. But I knew that I had to have like a better exit. And here I basically had the inner line. So let's go back like outside. I knew I just had to protect the inside and I had to respect my space. The only bad thing of this fight, which was awesome at the time, was that like P1 started getting away because we're fighting for P2 there for a sec. And I missed Apex here, but I tried to recover. Let's go back on board. I just want to see outside that fight because it was pretty cool. And now I'm back to chasing P1. A late break for me, so I had to hold the car here to not take 1x and go super wide. But this was a good... Let's see the car behind. Yeah. I had some space here, so not super concerned. And again, because of the distance, I knew I would be able to do my racing line here. And I knew he would go wide. He didn't go as wide this time. But you see, like every time we waste time and I get much more behind, I'm still able to catch up. And it's really like a race of me against myself at this point. Because I knew I had to be faster and get in a good position there. Again, a good exit, but he had a good exit this time as well. And I was thinking maybe he learned how to take this turn. And that was, I think, the point that I was much faster than he was. But still P2, still chasing him. Yeah, now closer to the car in front of us. Then the car behind us is closer to us, so clipping the apex, going as wide as possible, staying wide so I can get all those to the right side here. And again, like I'm choosing a way wider entry line so I don't have to go like super hard left, right to left in that turn and not unsettle the car. So for me, the wider I get in the previous turn, the closer I can get to the left side, the less I have to shift the balance of the car. So that's why my line is so different from his line. Again here, I missed a little bit my racing line, but again less than he did, and again I'm catching up. Let's see perspective, the car behind. P3 is way behind, so I knew I was faster than both of them. And again, that's what I said, this was mostly a race of me against myself, because I knew I had the pace. And here I tried something different, didn't work out. I tried to go wide and then protect the inner side here, but he just had a better line, which is part of the game. Still P2, still being patient. And here just try to distract him a bit. I don't know if it worked out, but the point being, I want him to think that I'm gonna attack, so he has to think twice what he's doing. And I don't, because I know exactly what's going on. In this turn, I just found it's easier to let the car like hit that threshold and start cutting the engine than trying to go second gear and then brake first gear. Just try and error. Again, I'm gonna go way wider. so I can try to clip this here. Get way closer here. Not many changes in balance. Let's see an outside camera. And here I knew I had more speed. You see, and this was interesting from the inside because he's kind of squeezing me, but I'm staying there. And we had like a brief touch here, and I went in line, and you see how he's just following. Sorry guys, you see how he's just following. So I'm trying to find my line here, and then he had a too early of a break, and this was a shame, because I really didn't mean to hit him. It was just his breaking point was way earlier than mine, and this was last lap. I think it was already the last lap, which is annoying. I didn't like it, but I think was a fair contact. He stayed in the race, which was good, but it was just like, I don't know why he was braking so early, and there was not much I could do there. I tried my best not to crash, and I think I did a good job, but that touch took him away a bit. I would be frustrated if I was in his position, so I can empathize with that. He didn't say anything, so... And you see, like, I overtook him, and I'm being able to keep like the distance and increase the gap. He wasn't really able to catch up to me. And also I think the previous lap I had the best lap of the race, which makes a lot of sense because I was faster than P1 and P3. And I don't know what happened to the guy who started P1, because he, I don't know if had a gear issue. And here, for the win, I think this was for the win. Let's see if you see the checkered flag already. Oh, it doesn't show from this camera. And I kept going for a bit because I don't like when people crash. But I think I did park, yeah, just like how I'm taking this turn, I see I'm gonna park here. So that was it, guys. Let me know what you thought about this race in the comments. It was not so fun that it was decided by, I won't say a crash, but like a bump. I still think it could had overtaken him even if that hadn't happened. But yeah, I'm just super happy with this race. I started P4, finished P1. I hope you like this. I'm gonna try like from here on, just like race one. Like I race every single day, so I'm gonna try to race one and just walk you guys through it. Eventually, I can now also just like record from me racing and talk to you guys. It's just like different when you're racing or just so focused. But I'll try a couple different formats and you let me know what you think, okay? So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.